We're vibing, boys. True story. I looked this up earlier. This chapter specifically up earlier. Chapter 33 of Hunters. Yes? Hunters, Angels, Werewolves, oh my, yes. Been working on this for like 10 years and I don't remember the fucking name. Lovely. But no, I looked this up earlier for consistency checking. And I genuinely just going into the chapter index, I verbally muttered, "Oh God, this is the next chapter." And I'm not saying I dislike any of my chapters, but there are a few problems with this one that are just a vibe. They're a vibe. So we're gonna read this one up and have some fun with that. Enjoy. I will get into it now. Derek didn't bother trying to contain his glare as Stiles slid into the car. His voice was quick and hot and heavy with spite, but still hopeful. "Don't you glare at me like that. I'm not afraid of you." Derek just narrowed his glare, feeling perfectly just in his anger. Stiles stilled, tensing for a moment. "Okay, maybe I am. But there is a dead person in your yard, so..." Derek rolled his eyes. "Really, Stiles? You seriously think I'd kill anyone?" he hissed at the teen. "I don't know what to believe, Derek. The only killing I'd ever do is of you two. What are you even doing? Digging around my house?" Stiles rolled his eyes. "Why the hell is there a dead woman in your yard to dig up?" Derek leaned forward, glaring still, and Stiles struggled not to lean back. "She's my sister, you idiot. I buried her out of grief. Why were you digging around my house, Stilinski?" Stiles relaxed visibly, as if just now finding it believable that Derek might not be the killer. Derek didn't know whether to be hurt that he thought he could have been, or be relieved Stiles was trying to believe him. Last night, Dean and Sam were saying they found her there, and... Derek, they were ready to kill you. All we could think to do was to go to the police. We came to check because we didn't want to put you through this if I'd misheard something or whatever. We were very disheartened to in fact find the body, just FYI. Stiles shook his head after a moment. "Derek, please. Give me something to work with here. You know this looks bad. I want to believe you. I want to defend you here. But I need reasoning for how you didn't do this, and I'm freaking out too much to think. Help me help you." Derek tried to maintain his cautious demeanor, but Stiles' eyes were filled with hope. He genuinely wanted to believe Derek hadn't done this. He believed in his heart Derek couldn't do something like this. He just needed evidence to prove how this situation looked wrong, to himself and to the hunters unready to show the same mercy. He sighed. Laura was our pack alpha after our mom died. If I'd killed her, my eyes would be red. As an alpha, you can ask Scott and Dean, mine are blue." Stiles seemed to take in the information, though doubts still seemed to worry him. Derek wanted to rest Stiles' worry. He didn't deserve it. He grasped through his mind, looking for whatever he could. Hey, do you remember the night Scott got bit? And you fell down that hill? Right over there?" Stiles looked up wide-eyed with realization. "Exactly. I was with you when whoever killed Laura bit Scott. It couldn't have been me. I still have your blood on my favorite shirt. Stiles shook his head. Fuck. Derek, I'm so sorry. I'm a fucking idiot. Derek sighed with relief and shook his head. Stiles, it's fine. They won't hold me. I'll be out by tomorrow, and I'll be at the game. I promise. Stiles nodded, finally a smile back on his face. He reached out to link his fingers through the caging, but before he could, he was being yanked out of the car, and Derek winced to himself, hoping Stiles wouldn't be in too much trouble. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I promise this isn't gonna end up being fucking an hour again, but I just need to exist. I need to vibe with y'all for a moment. 'Cause for fuck's sake, I have some complaints for the manager, and the manager is me, unfortunately. So my complaints mean jack shit. I suppose I have to start from... Okay, first of all, this is not the original draft of this fucking chapter. The original chapter was like at least 4 times the length of this. It was so artfully crafted. It had a part where Stiles and where Stiles talks to Dean and talks Dean down from thinking Derek is a murderer, and it was great and lovely, and then that somehow got deleted. I don't remember how. There were a lot of deletion issues with this fucking fic in general. But yeah, that's one issue that that's one of the many traumas I have with this chapter to begin with. But yeah, hopefully I can remedy that, and in the rewrite process, hopefully I can remedy all of these things in the rewrite process. I hope so. Jesus, it's fucking awful. But no, other things, yeah, let's get into the other things. So, first of all, like, I lost my place in the fic. Hold on one second. Jeez. So yeah, first of all, Stiles know, like, the boys know that the woman killed in the woods was Derek's sister, and they know that this woman is the woman who was killed in the woods. So they know this is Derek's sister. They know the body is Derek's sister. They already know that. So that's an issue. That's an issue that exists in this. That one's gonna be a hard one to fix. I'm very upset. Also, Derek tells Stiles in chapter 8. I know because I'm still working on the chapter 8 rewrite. That's why I was looking this up earlier. Derek tells Stiles in that chapter that he buried his sister. Like, he just buried her. So, he probably should have been able to put some pieces together here on his own, like, very easily. And he just did. Like, he just doesn't, he didn't, and he doesn't. And that's an issue. Okay, so that's check 1 off the list. of the many issues I'll have to talk through in therapy next week. Jesus. Anyways, so what's the next issue on the list? Let's just scroll back up here. Oh, jeez. Where is it? Okay. So, there should already be ample proof that Sterek is not the killer already. Like that, like this is me starting talking about like, that should already be a thing. 'Cause they've already been like, okay, Laura wasn't, they have, Sterek has said that Laura was an alpha, right? He said that when he was talking to Dean and Sam, right? I'm not fucking losing my mind here, am I? Let me check. Oh, Jesus. I know a lot of this is just you sitting there waiting for me to look up fucking chapters, but, it is a thing. Like, I need to know if this is true, because I need to know how fucking stupid I am. We're scrolling. That's still Dean and Chris talking, which I love, but not right now, sweetie. You do seem cool. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, I don't need to read about Garth's minivan. Okay, car coming. I'm not an alpha. Typically only an alpha can turn someone. Scott said the one who turned him had red eyes. Okay, Dean and Sam should know that alphas have red eyes. Like, that should be a thing. It is a thing, right? I'm pretty sure it's a thing. But yeah. So the thing is, yeah, Dean already knows, like, Dean and Sam both already know that Sterek has blue eyes and therefore is not an alpha. Like, I am quite certain they know that only alphas have red eyes and you have to have red eyes to be alpha. So, they should know he's not the killer. Like, they should know that. That's a thing that they should know. Okay, no, he did not say that my sister was an alpha. He didn't. To be fair, he did not say Laura was the alpha and blah. Okay. Is that said somewhere? Because I feel like it's said somewhere in this collection of chapters. Did he say it in the last chapter? No, he just said Laura died and that she was actually the woman in the wood. That's another. What was that the previous issue, or is this a whole different issue? Literally, like yesterday. Like, Sterek told Stiles my sister was the girl in the woods. You know, my sister that died that I told you about, who I said I buried. She was the girl in the woods. And then Stiles is like, oh shit, Sterek, I'm so sorry. Where, like, are you fucking with me? Are you genuinely just pulling my fucking leg? What, like, are you pissing in my Cheerios? 'Cause it feels like you're pissing in my Cheerio. What's going on? I did, like, I'm pretty sure did I add? No. No, because I haven't rewritten that one. I was like, did I add the shit, Derek, I'm so sorry line? Or, but no, I haven't rewritten that chapter yet. I'm just really fucking dumb. Okay, I'm surviving. Jesus. Let me just scroll a little more to make sure that he did not in fact say Laura's a fucking werewolf. Okay. I don't think he did. I don't think that's a thing. Thank fucking Christ. But yes. We're already on 15 minutes. Cheerios, boys. Cheerios. Piss in my fucking Cheerios. 'Cause we're not done yet. No, not at all, sir. But yeah. So, Dean and Sam already know. Okay, so the people knowing Laura was the alpha and that was the reason the other dude became an alpha is not a thing yet. So that's not something we need to worry about right now. That's an X on one of the issues. Thank God. But, however, they still know, like, Derek's eyes are blue, and the person who attacked Scott and presumably killed Laura since it was right next to her, like, he got attacked stumbling over her body, which apparently was hours after the attack, because apparently hunters found Laura and cut her in half and used her as bait. Like, that's supposedly canon in the show. I don't know if I'm even gonna include that, because it's just fucking out there. Like, why would you even bother? And first of all, Kate's not in town yet, so it'd have to be Chris. Like, Chris is the only, like, big decision-making hunter in the area. Like, as far as we can tell, previous to that, there weren't hunters running around doing business. And there haven't been wolves in Beacon Hills in 60 years. So Chris would have had to stumble upon Laura's body. I really want to add some descriptors there because they're important. Like, but Jesus fuck. He just stumbles upon Laura's body and is like, you know what? I could use this as bait. Like, I could strip Laura naked and just cut her in half and then use her body as bait for Derek. That's an option. Which is a lot. That's a lot. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna include that, because, wow, does that make Chris sound like a fucking psycho. Like, Chris is a fucking psycho, let's be clear, but I don't know, stripping your ex-boyfriend's niece just fucking naked and cutting her body in half so you can kill his nephew. That's some next level shit right there, isn't it? Jeez. But yeah. So they know, like, presumably the same person who killed Laura bit Scott. Like, you could think he's an accomplice, 'cause he hid evidence and buried a body. But, thinking he killed Laura, thinking he's the killer, and he bit Scott, would be real fucking dumb, wouldn't it, fam? And I don't know what to do with that information. I am suffering so much. I'm suffering so much. And all of everything, like, there are so many reasons that it couldn't be Derek, but Stiles literally knows all of the like, okay, Stiles was drunk when he fell down that hill, but I, uh, uh, mm, he all technically, I suppose he doesn't know that Derek was the one who helped him. He might not even remember somebody helping. But he remembers Scott being, like, hearing Scott get chased through the woods, going into the woods. And he remembers enough to know he fell specifically down a hill. Like, Scott just found him in the car, like, and just told Dean he fell. So, obviously Stiles remembers a little bit. I'd assume he remembers seeing, like, I feel like the seeing the hail estate and being like, wow, I'm gonna fucking die, aren't I? Is a lot more memorable than falling down a hill, you'd think. And, running through the woods after your friend in a drunken stupor. But no, apparently not. Apparently not, because he just fucking forgot about it until this fucking moment. I don't know what to do with this boy. I don't know what to do with him. He's so pretty. Oh my god, he's so pretty. But yeah, also Derek's very forgiving about all this, and sweet. Derek needs to work on his self-love skills, because honestly, you should be a little mad. Like, yeah, fuck you. Of course it wasn't fucking me. Like, why would I be trying to undermine this man if I'm a fucking accomplice? Who the fuck do you think I am? This is an insult. Jesus. But yes, there are several consistency issues I need to work on in the rewrite. It's very upsetting. But yeah, basically the whole framing needs to switch from, like, oh, what if he's the killer? What if he bit Scott? To, like, okay, they don't mention biting Scott, but, like, switch it from, oh, what if he's the killer? To, like, oh, what if he's an accomplice? What if blah, blah, like, and if Laura being the alpha is the new information, focus on that, because the way he says it here, it definitely sounds, it definitely gives the vibe as if the chapter was written with the understanding that Derek hadn't told Scott and Stiles about Laura being the girl in the woods. And I honestly can't say that that's a false inclination, because I might have just fucking forgotten completely. I might have just been a dumb fuck. It's very possible. Me being a dumb fuck, more likely than you. Yeah, but it's upsetting. It's upsetting. But yeah, so switch the focus to, okay, Laura was the alpha. The reason this guy was even an alpha is because he bit my sister. Because he killed my sister and took alpha status from her. This feels very, I really hope this information is from fucking Derek talking to Austin in the fucking chapter 8 rewrite, because if not, I'm gonna fucking lose it. If I wrote this somewhere, because it feels like this information feels familiar. This whole sentence and framing feels familiar, and I don't like that. But yes, I just need to switch the framing around a lot and just fucking make this less dumb. Oh god, which is a big task. A big task with anything involving me or anything I write. It's really hard to make it less dumb. Next chapter is Chekhov's game, which I really I'm like I'm proud of like that entire chapter to an extent, but specifically that title. That title is and the summary is Chekhov's gun is a storytelling proverb which suggests if you mention a gun in your story, it must go off by the end. And I love that for me. I love that I was just that dramatic of a bitch that I just went for that. I just fucking aced that fucking you can't get enough of it. It's fucking gorgeous. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you hate me, 'cause it's deserved. This was awful. I need to fix this chapter so badly. It's very upsetting. It was upsetting for me, and I hope it's upsetting for you, 'cause I don't want to suffer alone. Have a great night. And I'm gonna go. Bye. Love you. I love you all. Take care of yourselves, especially Halton.